Hi there. I hope it won't resonate with you, but there's a small chance it will. So I have a question. Is your Jira backlog a graveyard of good ideas? There's a small chance it might be, right? Or it was, or sometimes it is. It happens. You've heard about Jira Product Discovery, and yes, it's amazing for picking the right ideas. But what happens next? There's a brutal truth. A prioritized list is not a plan. I'm Marta from Genius Gecko, and today I'm going to show you this missing link. So, how to take those brilliant ideas from Jira Product Discovery and turn them into a realistic, resource backed schedule in BigPicture. Let's dive in. First thing, why Jira Product Discovery? Because spreadsheets suck for brainstorming. And here we have quite a few options to adjust those ideas picking, to separate those big bets from so-called time wasters, right? And we love data-driven decisions. We set up custom scores for our clients so they stop guessing and start knowing. And look at this eye candy design. How can you resist it? Colorful, yet with a lot of power. You can adjust many indicators in here. You can play with those dots, right? Those are animated, colorful. You can add comments, you can add your goals, you can have different buckets for those ideas, right? For example, I have one for getting started with this ideas project, and then I have ideas from the team, from the management, and some goals, right? So again, different buckets. I can add comments, assess those, etc. Also, what I can do, I can put them on a roadmap. So I can choose whether I would like to focus on this one now or maybe later, or I won't do any of those. I do not really plan to run through those because you have a lot of information on the internet when it comes to Jira Product Discovery. I would like to focus on this gap that is there, but this is going to come. In a nutshell, I can assess impact, I can assess effort, and if I would go a bit farther to the right, I have something that is called impact score in here. So a weighted score allowing me to assess those ideas. If I would focus on this one, I can see some numbers. What is also great about Jira Product Discovery is this part with impact assessment. So I can have a table that is sorted by this impact score. So I know instantly which one is of the highest score, which one I should probably focus on. And I can have also a matrix view when it comes to impact and effort with those bubbles, right? So this one will show me which ideas are so-called big bets and which ones probably time wasters. Okay, so I've chosen this new rewards program. I know that the impact is huge and low effort, so big win. I know that I should focus on this one. I've chosen this one. It makes sense from my perspective to devote time within the company to this one. What's next? Let's open it from this view, or we can go to this main one. So all ideas in my case, and I can look for the one that I would like to focus on. That was this one, right? And then we have this same pop-up opened. I can link it by using Jira links. And here's a special one dedicated to this kind of ideas grooming. And within this delivery part, I can search for a space where my idea should live. So in my case, it's going to be this sport app, and I can search for a specific epic, for example, and I can assign it to this idea. And in my case, this will relate to this enhanced reporting. Okay, and I can add it to this delivery part. Now you can see it in here, and we know that we have a Jira work item linked with this one. So this is how we are connecting those two words, let's say. We have a place where we are gathering ideas when we are estimating which ones we should focus on, and then we are connecting those with the actual delivery. So we can have a separate space where this work is going to live in, right? So in this delivery tab, we'll link this idea directly to a Jira epic. In my case, I also have some stories there and other elements, but this is the bridge between product management and project management, right? Because we are with one click linking this work that is going to be ready for for example, dev team, right? So we are letting them know that there's something for them as well. And this is not just an idea anymore. This is an actual work that is going to be performed so that we complete this idea. We turn this one into life. Okay, perfect. But wait, do we actually have people to build this, to perform the job? And this is where 99% of companies fail and where BigPicture saves the day. Because we link the Jira Product Discovery idea to a Jira epic, it's already here. We can schedule it, we can go to Jira, we can add dates, etc. But within BigPicture, we can do much more. So let's go there. This is the Jira space that we connected this idea to. And here we have everything in one place, right? So we have the estimates, assignees, etc. We have our timeline as well. We can see all the dependencies, so all the lines connecting some elements in the project. But most importantly, we can look at our resources. Here you have this show hide resources button. And down below, you can see that something appears, right? So there's this tab down below that allows us to have a look into resources. So while Jira Product Discovery tells us what to do, we can link it with the actual work, and then BigPicture tells us if we can do it by March, for example, because we can have a look into resource. So if we would look at this task that we just discussed, so this enhanced reporting, we can see that we have some stories that been already assigned. I just did that before recording so that we have some data in here. And if we would look at our resources, we have 4 people in here in this team dedicated to this project. I can see that Paulina is really heavily loaded. She's overloaded, right? So I can check this situation right now. So I really care about this epic. And I have some stories that are assigned to Paulina. So what would happen is that, first of all, I know who's loaded and who's overloaded, and I can reassign tasks directly in this place. So I do not have to leave my Gantt module. I can change the situation right here. Okay, I do not have all the information, so if I would go to the resources module, I would see much more. But just in case I would care about this particular part, I can do something about it because I can see the dependencies, I can see the timeline and the assignments. So I know that most probably she won't be able to make it, right? So maybe assigning this particular element to someone else would help. And I can see the changes right away. Down below, look at it. It tells me that, it changes in a second. I'm reassigning this task. What is also great about this is that if we would go to our Jira work item idea in this case, we have all that in this delivery part, right? If I would open it, so I would need to click on this active link, right? So that is going to be opened in a separate window. I can see all the elements that I've estimated here. And also within this delivery tab, it's going to be the same, right? So this connected epic is there. What would happen, however, if I would go to the connected epic, so the one that we assigned to this idea? In here, you can see as well this ideas part. So we know which idea this particular epic is supporting, right? So it's all connected. And again, it's perfect for showing all those connections between actual work, ideas, delivery, etc. But remember that this is within Jira, right? So you have this JPD that is available there. However, please remember about this resources part that is available within BigPicture, and it's going to make your life easier. Connecting those two words, so ideas and real life, is the difference between a wish list and a roadmap. Now, I've only scratched the surface of the configuration here, and believe me that there are some specific field mappings, some automation tricks that are allowing this to work even more seamlessly. If you want to move your company from some sort of chaos to this calculated delivery, let's call it like that, reach out to us. geniusgecko.com, or down below you have all the details. We don't sell tools. We build the processes to make them work so that those are adjusted to your ways of working. Check out our BigPicture training or contact us, and see you in the next one.